Recording
Can we just have
and
him on mute like the whole time,
Mm,
and nothing of value will be lost?
mm,
de- debatable. You should have
mm.
seen how I streamed last week. That was horrible.
Oh,
Uh,
did you guys end up doing one last week?
no, I had streamed other stuff last week on my own.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
I may or may have
Um,
had a really scuff ending. But
Mm.
anyways, last time you guys had finished up going through the Crystal Tower. You got some magic items, which some of you, as always, are okay or not okay with what I give you.
I feel
Uh,
insulted by your magic item you gave me. There's
I,
no plus to acrobatics. I feel insulted.
I just don't really get a bonus out of it.
Listen, I tried, man. I don't really know what to do for mages. I'll be honest. Um,
More MP?
Mine was fun.
More spells?
when you had finally returned back to New Home, got paid by Come On, which I forget how much he gave you, but I'll assume you've written it down. Uh, and you have basically, how long did I say before? Week and a
Uh,
half.
yeah, I think you said 10 days.
Just look up in Discord because I don't fucking remember. Uh, I don't remember. I think it was like something. Yeah, I think it was something like 10 days. Um,
So, so for my container of many drinks, if I drink from it, it gives me two
yeah, it gives you two.
drunken tea
It gives you two
instead.
drunken key instead of one,
Okay,
but you can only do that a certain number of times a day.
okay.
I put all your magic stuff for you guys in in the handouts. It's all in there. Um, yeah. So I guess we'll just go down the list real quick here to see who does what. Core, does Jonna do anything during the 10 days of importance?
Uh, I've been checking. I don't really know if I want to make any magic items, you know? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is I don't have forge rings, so.
All right. Uh,
I always hated that freaking rings are a different feat for whatever god reason.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That makes no sense.
all right.
Honestly, I'm surprised Elephant in the Room doesn't fix that.
Rava, how long will it take for you to enchant Archibald's armor and stuff?
8 days.
8 days. Okay. So
For, for the amount that
so that's what you are basically doing for 8 days. Archibald,
Yeah,
I assume you've already taken off the money required for that off of you, right? How much you'll need for that?
Oh, yeah, I did.
All right. So what do you do while your armor is being upgraded?
Well, I'm just gonna go ask if I can work in the food, the mess hall area.
Um, I mean, sure. You probably the people who they have here making the food aren't exactly cooks per se.
Oh, okay.
So you probably do a better job of cooking than they would.
Yeah, I have
it is
craft
half of
food,
his job.
So, let's see how well you do. Whichever one is higher for you. I don't remember if it matters. Where's your thing here? I want to see what your skills for
craft
this.
food or profession chef.
11. Uh, wait, what's profession? What would it? What? Actually, here's a good question. What would the difference between craft food and profession chef, other than one's wisdom? Actually, you know what? Roll both of them.
Okay.
We'll say
Would
craft
you, like,
food is how
also
well
be
you're
able to
able
take
to.
these food?
We'll say craft food is how well you're able to put all the what you have available to you together, and then profession chef is like any like extra like flourishes you can put onto it.
Okay.
Yeah, or like teaching other people how to make those same dishes, you could also say would be profession chef.
Okay, yeah, that's something too. But
Okay. Doesn't matter which one I do first.
craft food first.
Oh,
Thought?
Hmm. And while you're doing that, Foss, what are you doing? Well, Archibald is apparently doing this every day. Oh my God.
Spending a couple days to retrain for clemency, so I have another healing ability for the team.
All right, how? That's pretty good, there, Archibald. How many days does it take you to do that? Foss, how many days does it take you to
Ah,
retrain yourself?
Well, since it's a class skill, usually like 5 to 7 days.
Okay, so basically on the same day. So, Archibald, for like the days that you are helping out, trying to give give people here more like better food options, like different things to eat, rather than just basic stews or whatever they would normally eat. Uh,
true.
you basically bolster like the entire camp with your food.
Like, okay.
Like everybody has more like energy. Everybody's more like upbeat,
Okay.
and
And they're all on the
Does
roid
it taste
racing.
like there's more wine in the food than usual to you guys?
My secret is alcohol.
I'm assuming Mogwin just says that. I feel like that's
Al-
something he would say.
I'm gonna be honest here. Alcohol is a really, really good thing for steak if you really want to make something.
I mean, it's good for a lot of things. You just have to use the right alcohol in the right amount on the right food.
And
Exactly. I used red wine once.
Well, yeah, red wine's good for meats.
and you've managed to teach some of the people who were the quote chefs in the camp just to how to make somewhat better food.
Okay.
They will cook.
I find it
No.
hilarious though because in reality this is kind of like your food, your crafting food and stuff. Like being a culinarian is, I would say, it's like a hobby for you, if anything.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I'm using it for.
um. So yeah, that happens. The Nothing of note happens. I'm gonna turn down my mic 'cause I'm going into the red here again. Of note happens except for one thing. Um, as you guys are doing your downtime or doing whatever it is, whether you notice it or not, but by the entrance to like the new home where the well, I don't know what you call it. The stone. I still haven't thought of a name for it, but like the stone structure where like you have like all the researchers and stuff inside working on stuff. Outside, a fountain in replace of the fire place or the fire pit that's usually there, uh, is put into the center of the camp.
Hmm.
If any of you are interested, I can tell you what that is about. Otherwise, they've a fountain has just been crafted the in the camp now.
Yeah,
No water has been put into it yet. Um,
Okay. It's like, okay, when you said a fountain, I thought you meant like there was already water in it. Too.
no, it's dry right now.
Oh, okay.
And on the 10th day, which is when your downtime would end, um, there is whispers going about that something is about to happen in the center of New Home, and everybody in the entire camp is gathering around this fountain. And I'm gonna swap you
I mean,
guys.
presumably they're using the magical water thingy to give us more water.
I
Which
will
is
drag you all over here. And feel free. I have the fountain is there. Don't worry. Just give me a second. Feel free to put your characters anywhere around you want to. Um, uh, Actually, come on, Terrence and Mogwin. Since Mogwin and Terrence are mostly in like the researchers thing, pestering them for making interesting things that the researchers have no idea if they can actually make. You two and come on, since you're basically have taken over your dad's job while he's not here, have heard that someone has actually made a breakthrough on the water source that orb that was in the middle of the pond inside the structure. And over the past few days, they've been fine tuning it and working it, make sure it works properly, and they're ready actually to test it, which is why everybody has been gathered here. Well, no one was gathered here. Everybody just heard rumors and come to see what the heck was going on. And there's basically a silence as one of the researchers takes this massive blue orb that looks like it's been made out of crystal, and the three of you, the four of you, Archibald, Foss, Jonna, and Rava, you all recognize this crystal. This crystal looks like it came from the Crystal Tower.
Well, that's interesting. I'm going to assume that our wizard friend gathered it while we were inside.
You didn't see him when you
Crystal
came back
Tower.
from the Crystal Tower. You didn't see him bring anything with him. So
Yeah,
you're
but
not
that doesn't
100%.
mean he didn't.
I mean, I would be
I'm
surprised
just saying what Rava's assumption is.
all right.
Sure.
So he puts one of the researchers puts the crystal orb into the center of this fountain, and Rocco and Ano actually go on opposite sides of this fountain, and the both of them start casting. They're both casting separate things. Jonna, even with your magical know-how, you have no idea what spells they're casting. It's like something they might have just made up or created themselves.
Not how IDing magic works, but okay.
Shh! Don't ruin it. uh, at the very least, it's not a spell that you recognize or would know.
Sure.
And the two of them finish casting, and for a second or two, nothing happens, and then water starts to pour out from the top of this crystal orb, and it slowly fills the fountain.
Yay.
As far as it looks like, the water is still being consistent. So the couple of the mages and researchers basically take as much of the water out as they can. And by all appearances, it looks to seem they've worked. They have now figured out how to make basically magical water whenever they want inside of an object.
Time for some skinny dipping.
And I wanna be clear here. In game time, this took them probably 3 months to make.
Okay.
But they did it, and that's what matters.
Did it? Yeah, we did it.
And if any of you drink this water, I would like you to all roll me a will save.
I mean, is it potable?
It is drinkable, yes, but I just want to see if something happens when you drink it.
23. Huh? They changed up the.
I noticed. I didn't know that they did that.
Yeah, I hate it,
Yeah, you can also change the color of your personal sheets now.
which is whatever.
I'm gonna drink it too.
Oh boy, change the personal color of your sheets when we could have used better options.
Um,
It was a different guy than Azure who made that option.
so
It was,
uh, if who hasn't I don't know if Bravo tends to drink any of this water or not, but it doesn't matter. Core and Archibald, it just tastes like really refreshing water when you drink out of it. Uh, but Foss, when you drink out of it, there's something that in your mind that just suddenly clicks, and for 24 hours, uh, you cannot get exhausted.
So I just hit clarity.
We hit an energy drink spring.
I like that interpretation.
Yeah, exactly.
You just, and here we have the fountain of Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, yes.
Or whatever energy drink brand you want.
However, if you attempt to drink this fountain again, you will not gain its effects again for another 2 days. So whatever they did to that crystal made it super potent to some people.
I am now clarity man. I am God.
And then after everyone's basically had like a mug of this water from this fountain, the three searchers basically take a thing of sand and just dump it into the fountain. They seems like they're trying to test something, and then after like a minute, all the sand inside the fountain has disappeared, and
Okay, cool. So it cleans itself out.
and the water it doesn't taste any different.
Neat.
Yeah, that's relatively important if it's going to be in the middle of the desert. So glad they worked out the kinks.
Background, you have little guys working on flamethrower.
And yeah, after that, basically you have like a small party and actually have good food because Archibald taught the cooks how to actually cook things properly.
I feel like Archibald is a drunk Chef Ramsay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and the next day, uh, all of come on, this is you have actually called Foss, Archibald, Jonna, uh, and Rava into like the researcher area, or into like not in the research area because no, into like in front of the fountain again the next day, and
Okay.
he has a job for the four of you. Uh, for some reason, he hasn't been. Nemo hasn't been really getting an update on supplies from Edwin, and they're after last night's feast. They're kind of running low on a couple supplies. So he's gonna give you an access to a cart and basically head to uh, Dortier.
So we're going grocery shopping.
Foster's just gonna say, you know what? I'm just gonna say this. He wants to bet that Edwin's been kidnapped.
Oh.
Who? Oh, right.
That feels unlikely.
um,
I mean, there's no updates for him, so there has to be something wrong.
he was there.
It
You
doesn't
expected an
indicate very
update
well.
from him yesterday about it, and you haven't received it. So you wants you to just head there to see what's been happening,
Alright.
and bring back just a few supplies while you're there.
Alright, yeah.
He will pay you. Come on, we'll each give you 1,500 gil in advance.
Okay.
Well,
1,500 gil in
Oh,
advance. Damn. Oh, you just spoiled me with a lot more gold. Oh, God.
The reason he's been able to give out so much more guild to everybody is because his father didn't really have the idea of taking monster parts and maybe just selling them for like medicinal purposes at all, or other things like that. He would normally just tell the guards to basically kill them or make them run away, they would just leave what they'd kill and not worry about it. Come on, you had the brilliant idea. It's like, well, why don't we take these monsters and actually try and sell them? They don't disappear and like mist like the ones I've been fighting before.
Okay. I decided what I was gonna do during my downtime, just making a thing for my hand. Anyway.
All right, cool. So yeah, it is like the middle. Like it's like 1-ish. If you guys want to head out today, or you can head out tomorrow, that's up to you.
Sure.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, nothing to do.
Let's see. How long will that take you to get there? Is a straight line.
I feel like Blue's character and my character just are two people that really just need to do shit, or they get really bored fast.
Oop, wrong thing.
I mean, Rava's more than happy to just help around camp and tinker on his own stuff that he wants to work on, so
That apparently does not work.
he can
Okay.
keep himself amused.
Oh, that's because I'm on Jam Lair. That's probably why. I need to look at my legend here. That's the. Where can I find this now? Oh well. So you guys basically have the wagon like you would have with Flux was here. So move ahead normally how much you would, which I believe is 5
Cool.
towards.
Guess I'll keep up my normal buffs. You want mage armor?
Yeah.
Cool. Boom.
You want mage armor, mate? You get mage armor. You get mage armor. Everyone gets mage armor.
Cool. Let's see. So that's another mana.
No, it definitely isn't.
And I forget, does mage armor apply to touch and all that as well?
Nope.
Okay.
It applies to incorporeal touch attacks, though.
I'm waiting someone to move the token 5 forward.
Add.
Alright, let's see. Boop. Well, this is interesting. Time for a random encounter.
How long has passed?
Da, 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 da.
Like an hour or two, right?
I'm sorry?
How much time has passed?
That's what I'm looking for, because normally I only have it written down for walking. It would be half that. 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours.
Cool. I mean, all my buffs are still active, just checking.
Huh. Dun, 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 dun. I will move you to here.
You got, like,
Except it
3
didn't
hours
move you
left
there
to make
because
them.
why did it not?
So, Rava, did you give me a +4 on my armor?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add that to my sheet.
Yeah, and like I said, you should also, like, before that, upgrade to a chain shirt, which will give you a +4 rather than
Which would be literally less than an hour if you just traveled north to Bravenia and
yeah,
back.
right. So
Uh,
that'll give you an
we're
extra
still in
+2 for regular armor AC.
Bed Desert.
Okay.
Um, 7 and ranks.
Whoops.
Well, this might be an easy fight for you guys. Yep, very much
mean-
so. Don't
What?
even.
Just
don't.
don't. What?
Just
What did I
don't.
do?
Just
I don't know
don't
what you're
even
talking
say
about.
what you're about to say.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, really, dude. I think you're just going crazy.
Okay, so I need each of those.
Hmm.
Those should actually be those. One of those. And
So we got some black bombs, I'm guessing.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. Cool. Copy. Now where the fuck is the desert thing? I moved it around. There it is.
I mean, look for it. I mean, it should be right
Oh,
there.
good. You
And then
guys
you
are
can do
already
it.
here, so I don't have to drag you.
Okay.
Boop. 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 And I need how many of those ones? I need 2 of you. And I need another 1 of you. So let's do that. That. Okay. And I will drag you over here. And then roll initiative.
Oh, I thought it would automatically import it. Okay, well. No, it's much better anyway.
Yeah, I really don't like the white on blue. It's not as uh, seeable.
It's not a. I don't have an issue with the color. I just don't like the new look. The aesthetic is trash.
It looks almost the same for me. It's just not like as colored of a box behind the number anymore.
Yeah,
It's a very
like
large
I liked it
difference.
better when the
Also, I
box
meant
was
the
colored.
sheet mainly, like how all the boxes are square now.
Oh my god, I don't like that green color. Look at Archibald rolled a crit 20. It's so dark.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not right.
Hmm.
Should stay the other green color. That was way better.
Blah, 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 blah. I need Panthers and the bird. So, actually, out of curiosity, Archibald, what's your AC now that you've got all these upgrades?
Um, AC
Mm-hmm.
would be
AC beforehand.
No, I want to know it now. I don't care about beforehand.
Yeah, back.
Well, no, he got a +4, so
Well, it should be +6 total compared to what he used to have.
okay. Well, I think it was 19 beforehand.
Okay, so you should have 25 now.
yeah, you have 25 AC now.
Okay.
Bravo, you're first. Go.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll just close up, and then I'm gonna step away for just a minute. My AC is 37.
All right. Actually, he just needs to move forward 1. It's not gonna hit him unless he crits, right? So,
That's the case with every one of those monsters.
how many attacks does he actually have? He should have. Yeah, it has 3. 3d20. It misses Rava every time. Foss.
Up a bit. Can't really charge, which
You have
sucks.
a fan on, don't you?
Well, of course, I have to keep it cool. All right, end of turn. Only moving up 30 feet.
Okay. What is bomb's floating speed?
Back.
Do. Yeah, he'll just move there. Bird.
The word. Where's the word? Word.
Boop. Foss, what's your AC?
Uh, what's its attack roll?
10.
No.
I asked what your AC is because then we wouldn't have to bother rolling that.
Well, that's why I need you to roll first.
I mean, if it's above a 25, I'd have to literally crit you.
Don't give me any lip, Mister.
It wasn't lip, I'm just saying.
Oh, can you shrink the hand down? Thanks.
Double move there. He'll move there. Hold that thought. Archibald, go because I forgot that you didn't click your token again.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Um.
Not that it would have mattered.
Okay.
My turn?
No, it's Archibald's. I missed him because he didn't hit his token.
I'm just gonna move there, and uh, and I'll take a drink.
Alright, get to Drunken Key then.
Yeah.
Alright, then, Jonna, it is now your turn.
Hmm. Is it Righteous Figure? I think that's the one. Yep. Move action, reduce cost to 0. Standard action, cast Righteous Figure on my hand familiar.
Great.
Hand will charge, I guess, the bomb. You might want to move it on top, but anyway.
And? I mean, you rolled a 20, so I think that also crits. Let me just check. Yep. For 16.
Cool.
For 16. A 16 grab does not grapple it, though.
Has it acted yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
it moved, so yes.
Lying.
Is that all?
Yep.
Alright, Rava, if you're here, it's your turn. You're surrounded. Well, kind of.
All right. Of these things that are in reach of me, so all the panthers, which looks like the strongest one.
The one that's not the normal Red Panther.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure. All right. I'm gonna go after it.
Okay.
So let me see. So it would be that first.
On the Kurel, a 19 does not hit it.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I'm trying to remember how many.
That sucks. You rolled a 3. That's fucking angry at me. You rolled a 3 and you still got a 19.
Yeah. I just need to. Okay, yeah, no, that is correct. Okay, so then I get
Boy.
one more at that. Does that hit?
No, it totally doesn't.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. And then.
It's dead.
Oh, okay. Then with my last one, I'm gonna hit the one between me and the eye.
Actually, no, okay, never mind. Between you and the eye, Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, that hits it.
All right.
It's already half dead.
I'm gonna attempt to pull it toward me.
All right.
Scorpion style, get over here.
Does that beat its CMD?
To answer your question.
Yep. All right. Then that's my turn.
Well, since you did that, it's gonna attempt to counterattack you since you're right beside it now,
Okay.
which I doubt it will. Not with it rolling a 2. I used up all my high rolls in the game I played yesterday.
History repeats itself.
Jonna, this eye is gonna charge at you because it doesn't know better.
Uh,
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, is that 2 threes in a row? But no, it's only one better. Foss.
Alright. Do
my
my
God, there were a
action.
lot of updates and changes.
Yeah.
Charge like. No, wait. Okay, hold on.
Sorry, what? I couldn't hear because Foss's fan.
FF20 had a lot of changes. That's all.
Charge like
Oh,
this.
yeah, I didn't.
So, does let's see here. First, I need
Is
how
that
much
on the
does
bird?
the bird?
Well,
So
that
I need
hits
to
the
know.
bird, so
Hold
that's
on,
good.
right back. I need to know the Deadly Lancer 44.
Uh, let's see, that'd be uh, 20. So 4 times.
4 times. Okay, Macadazo. So 30 damage on this boy.
Man, guess I really wish I maybe I should have given the monsters limit breaks. That would have been funny.
Oh.
I believe that's all for you, correct?
Hmm?
Um, this bomb is gonna step away from your hand. And there's no one around him that can do that, so he won't bother, and he's just gonna attempt to bite him. I don't think an 18 hits your hand, does it?
Nope.
Cool. Yep. Archibald. Actually, hold that thought. Nope, that's the wrong one. What's the birds? Nope, you're the same. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Will I be able to charge the bird?
You could charge either one of them if you wanted to.
Okay. And I'll do my corkscrew rush.
Alright, where are you charging to? Between the two of them, beside the bird?
Beside the bird.
Alright.
Okay, and I will see him.
You have to hit him with an attack first. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So swing away. Using whatever improvised weapon that you have on you at the time.
Yeah. I just have my fists, I think.
I mean, you could have picked something up. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm going to assume that you have something on you because that just makes you stronger. And you will do more damage with it.
Yeah.
And also you're
Okay.
attacking their flat foot instead of their AC because they're monsters.
Okay.
I mean, technically you still have that crystal you had in...
Oh, I thought it got destroyed
No, it's
when
still on you.
left.
You haven't
Oh.
rolled a 1 yet, so it's still on you.
Okay. So I'll use the crystal.
18. You only swing the once, so I wouldn't bother with that.
Okay.
Because you had to charge. Nope, that's the wrong character sheet. Why do I have that open still? Yeah, you hit it for 16 damage. I forget what corkscrew does again. You add an
That,
extra d6, right? I think.
yeah.
All right. You do an extra 4 damage to it, and it has to make a save, correct?
I do a
Oh, a CMB check, right?
CMB, yeah.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Trying to attempt to push this bird away from you. Yeah, that works. That pushes them away, right?
Yeah. Oops.
You need to take that off your thing because you don't need that
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah. So you push him away, and I need to see. Actually, I think he gets pushed further away depending on how high it is, right?
Um,
Corkscrew, rush, blah blah, charge attack, dish dealing norm damage, initiative bull
the
rush.
opponent is
Yeah,
stunned.
Bull Rush pushes an additional 5 for every 5 that he beats.
Uh, and he has to make a will save or be stunned.
Yeah.
How much would he
Will
get
save
for every?
10 plus half.
I just said an additional 5 for every 5 you
Yeah, I
beat.
know. I'm trying to do math here. No, he only gets pushed back 5, I think.
Geez, you didn't even beat by 5? That sucks.
I'm trying to. Yeah, because that would be 10. Yeah. So no, yeah, you missed it. You literally missed it by 1.
Okay.
Got it,
So
24 CMB. Dude.
then I land prone in front of the.
He's got to make a will save though, or be stunned. He's
Oh
not.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not stunned. I do not think your thing is high enough for that. Then and
DC.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you were knocked prone. You just didn't push him
no, he
very
did.
far.
Uh, duh,
Yeah,
Very far.
you only fall prone if the attack misses, I thought.
Yeah, correct. He just didn't push him
Yeah.
very far.
Oh, I thought you said it did miss.
no, it hit him.
Okay.
It
It
just
just didn't push him as
it
well.
didn't push him further.
Oh.
Yeah, it just says if you failed, but you didn't fail the pushing of him, so
Okay.
he just only went back 1 square. And then the bird doesn't like you, so it's gonna step forward again and attack you.
Okay. Good luck. Not.
No, not when I roll a 4 and a 7.
Okay.
Then this eye is gonna attack you because it doesn't have anything special on except smacking you with its wings.
Oh, they don't have like a gaze attack?
Not these ones. Does a 25 hit you there, Archibald?
It's just 25.
All right. Well, then you take 3 damage, and or you could put it out all into non-lethal. Up to you.
Okay. Non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting flanked now by 2 panthers.
What were panthers?
Okay.
Also, I wouldn't call that flanking.
But is that correct? I have a DDR3.
Oh, he did not move on the screen. All right. Well, technically, oh, there we go. It's just laggy as shit.
Oh yeah, you have the DR because you're drunk, so you shouldn't take any damage.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you would still take 1 actually, because I think it's only 2.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. But we'll deal with that in a second. Let's see. They have to hit a 20. What's your AC? Like 30 something?
Me 37.
Yeah. All right. So they're just both gonna attack you 3 times, and if they get a 20, they hit you. Oh, he did. Let's see if he rolls a crit on that though. It does not, but he does hit you with one of his claws.
Okay.
So take 7 damage.
All right.
And then, Jonna, it's your turn.
Hand will go for his attack again. The bomb can have an AOP if it wants.
Sure, why not? Nope.
It misses. Ooh, nat 1 on the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Jonna will. Eh, I guess start a. Yeah. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Every time your hand tries to smack this bomb, it grows bigger.
It doesn't because it's wholly not physical damage.
It's wholly an additional to physical damage.
You. That. What?
That is literally what I wrote on it, isn't it?
No.
Unless I
That
didn't.
doesn't even make any sense. What does that even mean?
Uh, it does holy damage in additional to any types of damage it would do unless its damage type would be changed through a spell or ability.
Oh, so it's garbage.
Half
Sorry
damage.
for the
Then.
salt, but that literally makes the attack actively worse.
Well, just de-equip it then.
That's not an option.
Hmm.
Anyways, what's Jonna doing with this thing? Okay, I figured.
Does
Just
that
gonna
hit?
punch the eye in the face, and it's. I was gonna say the eye in its face, but it's not.
Did that hit?
No, it did not hit it actually.
Great.
That also didn't hit it. And it attempts to counterattack you. But it probably won't hit you unless it rolls a crit, which it did. So this eye smacks you with its wing for 5 damage. And then Rava.
Alright, which one hit me?
The one above you.
Alright, I'm going for it first.
It dies.
Okay. And
You had already heard it.
Alright, and then the one below me. Ooh, nat 1. That's a bummer. I'm assuming a 21 doesn't hit.
21 I'm pretty sure hits these ones at least. Yep.
Okay. And then last one, and I gain my HP back again.
Alright, well it's dead.
Alrighty.
Alright, Panther's dead. Then it's the eye next to Jonna. I'm just going to assume it has to roll a 20. It rolls a 1, so it doesn't. Foss!
Boop, boip, and boip, and then we're just gonna smack Mr. Freaking that thing.
The eyeball, alright.
Yeah, 51.
How much extra HP does it? Yeah, I mean, that's max, so... So that's 28.
Oh, Blake, I keep forgetting to roll the power jump and not that one. Oh, well.
Nom nom nom. Nope, misses. Archbolt.
Okay.
Now you can attack twice. Both of them are
Okay.
looking like garbage, so...
Okay. I guess I'll I'll just move.
I mean, you don't have
Move.
to. If you move more than 5...
I don't have to.
You don't have to. They're literally right beside you.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to move out of range of that.
You're fine, dude. Just
Fine.
They're both almost dead. I wouldn't even bother with it.
yeah, dude. Just punch them.
Okay.
Just stab him with the crystal, man.
I'm attacking the bird.
Yeah, the bird's worse off.
Yeah, stab in the eye. Gouge out its goddamn eyeballs. We'll have bird stew tonight.
What's still up? Oh, not if... Oh, well,
I did it.
you did it backwards,
Backwards, yeah.
but... So, I'm gonna do it this way. You do hit the bird, I believe, because I think it's yeah. You do hit the bird, and you kill it. And then you
Okay.
turn around to go stab the eye, and you miss, and then your crystal that you have on you shatters.
Oh, okay.
So now you don't have that crystal anymore.
Okay. So I have to use my fist.
And
Or
then
pick up more
this
debris.
eye doesn't like getting crystals all over it. Uh, so it's gonna attack back at you, which it doesn't. Then Jonna. Uh, nope.
There's a +4 on that. Both hit
Uh-huh.
and damage.
It doesn't matter because it explodes. Your hand needs to make a reflex save. It takes 14 fire damage.
It takes 7. Improved evasion.
Oh, it has improved evasion.
All familiars do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright, well, I mean, it killed the bomb. Just not the way you wanted it to.
Cool.
Uh, but, I mean, your hand somehow has 66 HP for some reason.
It's because the spell I put on it gives it temp HP whenever it hits something.
And is that all that
Man,
stack?
that hand is a
up to a max
frightening
of
damn
20.
thing.
Okay. Rava. There's 2 floaty eyeballs left.
That one I think looks less injured, correct?
Correct. Jonna can't seem to hit it for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's all I got. Just double move. So.
John is like, hey, how's it going?
All right.
It flaps there and attempts to attack Jonna again. And I don't think so, but Foss.
You
Right.
were correct in assuming it didn't hit.
Boop. No, we not. Boop. Boop. Dead.
Yeah, it's very. It is very dead. Archibald.
Um. Okay. Oops. Oh, just move there,
All
and
right.
that's it, I guess.
Yeah, it's only 2. Jonna.
See if we can freaking manage to freaking hit words. 1 second, I need to check something.
Do.
Sure. Nope.
That one hits.
Cool. Guess I'll spend a key point for an extra attack.
You're familiar?
It currently has a +5 to hit and damage. It's a 26 for 13.
Mm-hmm.
That also applies on the grab.
Mm-hmm. And it's grappled now. The eye has to close basically its eye because your thing is grappling onto it.
Correct.
Rava.
I will take a step and I will begin the punching.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that misses.
No, it
I
hits.
mean, you
And it's
assumed
dead.
incorrectly. It was grappled.
It
Oh,
also
that's
only
right.
had it also only had a 17 AC. So
Okay.
hooray,
Nice.
you wins.
Good
That
work,
was so. F.
Jonna screws her hand back on.
There won't be any human enemies, so you won't be able to get any of that stuff. So everybody just roll me a D100 for items.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
And we'll see
I'm
if luck
really
is on our
annoyed that my
side.
freaking hand got freaking nerfed by that stupid place. What the frick?
I want my encounter drawer.
You didn't
Let's.
even roll it.
17.
Don't know what happened that second time, but or that first time, but okay.
Rolling DF.
All
I
right.
don't know. I pressed the wrong
That's a
button.
fudge dice.
Foss.
Fudge, yeah.
Foss is the only one that finds something.
Uh,
Don't get too happy. It's probably just gonna be a potion.
Uh,
If I can actually find the correct thing.
don't you mean a poison?
Yeah, see what I mean? Actually, you know what? Hold that thought. Don't take that just yet. I need to check this. Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
should that be updated to a high potion now since we're on like level 2 enemies?
Maybe.
What does it mean to fudge a dice roll?
I'm gonna roll a DF because I have to see that for myself. I was like, wait, what?
It's a DM thing.
Let's see. That's
Oh,
Roll DF.
32, 42, 43,
Roll DF capitalize +1 0.
53, 53, 63. That's why it's not. I don't even have the things together for it to be 100%. So that's why it's getting so many more potions than anything else.
Oh, so we're supposed to get other things.
Normally. So let me just make some quick adjustments. That should be good. Actually, let's go do that to that.
Oh boy, I'm feeling
Alright.
the rage going on.
Alright, let's try this again. I bet you it's going to be another potion. Nope, you find an eco herb instead.
Echo. It says
Whatever.
Echo.
Same difference.
Echo.
No, there's definitely a difference.
Yeah, isn't eco like ECO and not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, so it's echo herb. Get it right, God.
And also 1,450 gil to split between you.
It says
Oh.
amount.
That's nice.
And back to the world map.
725 divided by
Let's
2.
get rid of that.
362 each.
Well, 362 with 2 left over.
All right.
362 gil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All right.
And then it's 0.5, but I ignore the points.
All right. You guys don't get into a fight right outside of Dortier.
Cool.
God, Dad, it's like you
Who
just
wants
want
the extra 2 gil?
Huh? No, I literally rolled it. You didn't get into a random encounter.
No, that's not what I was talking about.
What? No, I was still in the Foss that. What?
Oh. Just after dividing, there was like 2 gil left over. Who wants it?
Fine. All of you get an extra gil. I don't care.
Cool.
Okay. I won't argue.
he's given up at this point. He's just like, I give up. on life.
It's a gil. I don't care.
I mean, a guild could be the one guild that rules them all.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Mhm.
Shut up.
No.
So it has gotten quite late at this point. That's let's see. That's 5 and 10 and a quarter hours to travel there. So it
Yeah,
is
so
like
it's almost midnight.
Mm-hmm. Well, time to go rest that in from tonight.
So you are when you guys come in. I don't actually know if the guards won't recognize any of you, so they just wave you off. It's just like whatever, people coming in late from traveling on the roads, so they let you
Yeah.
through with your cart, and you
I
can
mean-
either go rest at the inn or you could go straight to Edwin's house. It's up to you.
I mean,
I think it's best to take a nap and then head over.
Yeah.
It's probably like
it's midnight. They probably wouldn't be super stoked to see us there.
it's like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, Edwin would have to Edwin would be like in his pajamas. It's a onesie.
Fine.
Actually, no, I can't do math. It's like 11 p.m. because I said 10 and a half hours. It's
It's
11:30.
still late. Time to go sleep.
All right. So what time do you guys go to talk to Edwin at then?
Morning.
Morning would be around 8 or so. I
All right.
always keep saying 8 or so because you do
You
realize
pull up your cart to Edwin's residence, which none of you have been here. Uh, uh, the people out guards out front of Edwin's estate. It's not an estate. It's his. It's no, anyways. It's not an estate. He's not that rich. Ask what your business is. I assume.
tell them, yeah, tell them we were sent over by Nemu and stuff.
Uh, it's like, can I get one of your names if he recognize who he would recognize? Do you have like or like a letter or something?
He probably wouldn't recognize any of us in particular.
eh,
Technically,
think
that's
any of us
not
would
true.
know
There
him.
would be one of you who would his name he would recognize.
well, my name is Foss. I used to be a part of the Dragoon Army, so
That was the right answer, by the way. So he goes off to uh, talk to Edwin. He comes back. He says, like, you can just leave. And he actually comes back with one of, get the best word I can say it is servants. One of Edwin's
got Latina slaves.
one of Edwin's flunkies basically, and he'll say, "I'll take your cart to get it filled up." Edwin completely forgot. He actually wants to talk to you, Foss. Your friends are
Ah.
also welcome if they want to come in
All right.
too.
Yeah, all right. I was hoping for a kidnapping.
No, he's. When you say he's hoping for a kidnapping, it's like, yeah, I could. I'd like to see someone try that on him. So you walk into his home. You're let in to his dining room area, basically.
Words.
And the person who took you there is like, just wait out here. Edwin will call you in when he's ready. And when he opens up the door and he says, Edwin, your guests are out just outside the door. And he says, yeah, just give us a second. We're working something out right now. And the servant closes the doors and is like, he'll call you in when he's ready. And he goes off to do something else. And I'd actually like all of you to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Those who get over a 20 will actually hear things. Otherwise,
Really, that's okay. I'm not sure if I can fail that check. Frankly, give me a second.
You hear all.
I have a +2 from my familiar existing.
well,
Yeah.
you all are fine. So you can kind of hear the conversation from the hallway that you're in, and it sounds to be like it's coming from four people. One is Edwin. One is actually one is Edwin, and you guys. The others won't know who it is, but Foss, you would know who. You would recognize two of the other voices in the room, who are.
Boss's protag.
That's the only reason you know who these people are is because it's two other of the council members. You recognize Diamanda and Blackburn's voice. But there is a fourth it sounds like a woman's voice, and you don't recognize whose voice that is. And let's see. Specifically, Robin Archibald, You can actually hear more of the conversation than the other two. To Foss and Core, you kind of get like every so other word. They're not like talking loudly. They're just kind of talking normally behind like a wall. And for Rava and Archibald, you guys hear Edwin speak up and says, I'm not sure if we should send anyone off to this place. If you're sure that he's there, but we're not 100%, are you? And you know how I don't like to deal with maybes. And Foss, knowing it's Diamanda, but the other two won't, speaks up and says, but if we could get him back, it would make having it would bolster not only us but maybe even all of Evilise. Well,
We're gonna have to hunt down Orlando.
uh, out of character, you would remember that Orlando is actually dead.
Is he?
Yes, he is dead. He died from
Back
old
in a
age.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
That was from
We're
the
hunt-
one shot from a long time ago. I don't think
we're
actually you
we're
were
hunting
there for that
down,
one.
Yeah, the when you did the one shot was when I was gone. So.
Yeah, the one shot before the second one shot that I did afterwards. Edwin, and then Edwin speaks up. It's like, well, we don't want to send anyone from ours. But then he thinks about it. He thinks about it a second, and you can hear a chair slide up, and the door opens, and he says,
No, as he opens the door, you just see my head come sliding out of the side. Yes? You're already listening.
he looks at you, Foss, and he says, I mean, I knew you were eavesdropping, but whatever. He looks at you, and then he looks at the other three that are in the hallway. It's like, Foss, how would you like another interesting job?
I mean, you said suicide. I'm guessing whatever mission is, it's like a suicide.
Not
We're just here
necessarily.
to get supplies.
I
Not-
mean, we heard it.
Uh, come in, all four of you, come in. Archibald, out of curiosity, how are you just have a slight buzz, or are you not drank at all today?
Well, he's drank at least once to get some of that key.
Well, that was
Yeah.
yesterday though. It would have went away by now.
Okay. I guess I'm completely sober.
Okay, so you haven't had time to have your morning/afternoon drink yet.
What are you talking about? Wait,
Uh,
Ultraviolet drinks coffee.
all four of you are brought into this dining room, and it's a big size. It's meant to fit a couple people inside of it, and you're free to take over the seats. So, in this room, you see a man in the blue robes and a yellow hat, a a woman in white and red robes, which most of you can generally know that means that they're a white mage. Like that's happened even inside of your own, inside of New Home's white mages. And there is another figure in this, and she's currently wearing like a how can a brown burlap over top of him, so you can't actually see their face.
Okay.
And
Pull out a chainsaw.
Edwin she gets up and sits closer to Edwin, and Edwin asks you all to sit down in the remaining chairs that are in this room.
All right.
Who sits at the head of the table?
Oh, fucking me.
All right.
I am nonchalantly don't care.
All right. So here's the deal you're for. I know you are probably going to be heading back to New Home to deliver the supplies that Nemo has asked for, and he actually will slide a letter or across to you. Foss, he knows that you specifically aren't part of New Home, so he'll slide it over to Rava.
Alright.
As like, give Nemo this and let him know that the next shipment's been coming soon. been having some problems with the Sahagin. Uh, Nothing too horrible. Not that things are not going too great, but they're having. They said they told me something about, if I remember correctly, some frog kingdom to the north or something. I don't remember.
I'm back.
Oh, no, typical.
Uh,
Are you sure you speak the language properly?
well, I mean, I've only been known it for about a month so far, so it could be something lost in translation. Yeah.
Boss just opens.
That makes the most sense.
Boss opens his mouth, does an aquatic croaking sound.
And he'll be getting some more supplies soon after we've dealt with the Sahagin, for sure. And I'll let him. I'll also answer any questions he has at the uh, end of the monthly council meeting we're gonna have in a week or so. Uh, but as for you guys, I have a mission for you if Nema would allow, specifically you two, and he points to Rava and Jonna. Um, I can't say. He points to the person. I can't actually tell you who this is for reasons. If she wants to let you know while you're traveling with her, that's fine. But
She's a princess in disguise. We got you.
she wants to travel over to. I gotta remember the name of the place correctly because I'm gonna pronounce it wrong.
You usually do. It's fine.
Which I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
It's fine. It is head over to head over to Germanus Peak and to look for something, or as some of you have probably heard, someone.
And where
Uh,
is this?
it's far. It's the most eastern mountain in Evilise. You probably saw it on your way coming in from the continent to New Home.
Okay.
It's
So
it's
we could
it's
easily drop our supplies off back home first.
it's easily the size of Brevenia volcano, just not a volcano.
Okay.
So if you accept it, I will give you lots of gil, or if she wants to give you a reward if she finds what she's looking for, or I can work something
Even
out.
do?
But this is more of a personal mission for me. If you want to do it, you're not obligated by either the council or even New Home itself to go do this. But we basically need a group of people who aren't part of the council's group to go travel with her to the peak.
That's an interestingly specific requirement.
Well,
Why not
there's a
someone
couple.
from
Well,
the
there's a
town?
couple reasons. Mostly because, as you may or may not know, what we are calling quote rebels against you guys, uh, pointing towards you, Rava,
Mhm.
have just seemingly vanished, and we have no idea where they are.
That
At
Wasn't
the
one of their
Limberry.
leaders slain by someone from our home recently?
I'm sorry. What did you say? Actually, say that again, because I actually didn't hear what you said.
Weren't some of their leaders slain by folks from our home recently or something
Uh,
like that?
yeah, by he says, yeah. I believe it was. Foss, you were there, right? It was by Mogwin, Come On, Terrence, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, if
Some
their
And
leaders were killed, it makes sense they'd go into hiding, doesn't it?
well, from what some reports tell me, he wasn't really that leader wasn't necessarily needed anymore. He kind of the way the Foss told the story when that happened turned into Luvasi, and basically when
Lutabi.
he was killed, his body basically had nothing left in him, and he was just an empty husk.
I'm calling now. They're doing rituals. They're probably sacrificing a bunch of their men for super powerful monsters.
To be
They're-
honest,
Yeah,
this is
like
the
they
first
would.
time. This is the first time He looks to Diamanda and Blackburn. We've heard of a lot Luvasi coming back since, well,
Lukavi.
whatever. Lukavi coming back since we fought them uh, when the church was still around. Um, but that's neither here nor there.
So, are there likely to be more of them? Was that the only one?
That's the only
Are
one.
you sending us out here because you think there's another one and you don't want your guys getting
No.
eaten?
If another Lukavi had appeared, we would have went. Those of us in the council would go there and fight them ourselves. That one time that it happened, we didn't even know it was happening.
Okay.
We wouldn't.
Well,
We wouldn't put our loyal followers at risk for something like a suicide mission like that.
sense motive.
All right.
Oh hell yeah!
It's
Rava,
not actually something Rava's good at. It's just
he is
setting
being
off.
100% honest. He does not want to send anyone who follows him or any one of the council's other members to go fight these Lukavi. He seems to be telling the truth 100% that he's fought them before and does not want to send another person to go fight them.
Please,
Well, I respect that.
please, if a Moogle with trading cards could kill once, I think we're all
Playing cards, thank you.
playing cards.
But yes, if you want to take this mission for her, you're free to. If not, I'll probably ask Nemo to see if there's anyone in New Home who would be willing to do it, because we don't want to send too many of our people. We've already have a couple hundred of them down near Gaug trying to clear a path through all the undead at this time. And not to mention we have a bunch
I
of...
would be content to do this as long as Nemo signs off on it.
He looks to the Foss. I don't know what you and your friend, he points to Archibald, want to do in this.
I'll do it. Nothing better to do. I need stuff to do, or I'm gonna go insane.
Archibald, do you say anything?
Well, didn't she ask just Brava and Jonah?
Well, I mean, he asked Foss too, and if you're up to just follow along, you can if you want.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah,
did Core disappear? What happened to him?
I have no clue what happened to him.
Something might have come up. That happens for him once in a while.
Alright, cool. Well,
I would assume he would be okay with it.
sure, let's go with that. Why not?
So, I'm down.
Okay.
Well, it's because you drink so much. Hey!
And he looks to this woman, and she looks back to him, looks to all of you, and she says, "If this is what you're going to have to do to help me find him, I'll do it." And she stands up, and she takes off her hood, and it's a woman, and she's about...
It's Steve!
She's in about, like, her... Oh god, what would she be? I'm trying to do math in my head. How old did I say, Agris was at this point?
Just a second. What's the story? Okay, it's 35, so it'd be about 50, because Agrius was mid-20s.
Alright, so she looks to be about her mid to late 40s. And she says, "I don't want there to be any hidden truths about what this mission is. My name is Alma Beoluv, and I want you to come and help me find my brother."
Okay.
Okay.
And who's your brother?
Every one of you, I'll even do it for Ross. Foss, you're gonna get a little bit more of a bonus since you are from Evilise, Everybody roll a history check.
I'm going to intentionally fail because I can't think of a way Rava would have potentially ever heard of
All right.
Ramza.
Archibald,
Oh,
you
well.
you might know that last name too, so I'll give you a bonus too. I don't think Jonna would know it either, but
Knowledge history, you said?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow. Untrained history check, and I somehow made it.
All right, Archibald, you're even with the bonus, you won't know who that is. But Foss, you recognize that name because you've heard John speak about that a person by that name as well, by the name of Ramza Beov, who was basically the leader against the church in the Lukavi the first time through.
Pro Tycoon?
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
It's never really come up before. Are we kind of ignoring the whole King Delita thing with this setting, given that there's a council instead of Delita and all that, and
So
Delita like
the way I had it,
suppressed knowledge of Ramza and his
the
group?
way I did it was he was still the king, but would have died when you know that like scene at the end of
Yeah, when she
Tactics.
stabbed them.
Yeah, in that moment
Yeah.
they both died.
Okay.
So when he was king,
So
and
after
then the
he
church,
died, Nico
yeah,
was
so
able to get out about how the War of the Lions really went down then?
uh, kinda. So how I'm making this work is that they both died, and then the church tried to retake over the country.
Okay.
And then Agris basically came back and basically, with basically a revolution, got rid of the church completely.
Okay. Cool.
Uh,
Thank you. Just wanted to know.
yeah, and no one knows what actually happened to Ramza. He seemingly just disappeared off the face of the earth or
I mean, yeah,
whatever the
that's pretty
planet is called.
accurate.
Um, she looks to you and says, she looks to you, Foss, because you seem to recognize her, her and that name. Um, he says, "Yes, I'm going to go search for my brother Ramza. I was with him for a time after the Lukavi had been beaten, and the church had been defeated. But one day he suddenly just disappeared, and I've been searching for him since, for about 30 years now. And I think I've found out where he went to. I can't be 100% sure, but it's the biggest lead that I've gotten since then. But Germanus Peak is quite a monster den, and I can't go there on my own." Did any of you say anything to that?
I'm just gonna
Mhm.
shrug.
As I said, I'm more than happy to help you so long as we are given the go ahead for it.
She says, "That's fine. I've actually been meaning to travel to New Home myself to see it
Well,
myself.
then feel free to join us.
And it's on the way to Germanus Peak anyways, so if
Are you okay with riding just in the cart with us, or?
I'd like to maintain a low profile, especially with these apparent rebels, I guess, against both the council and others. They'll
Take it from someone who already sticks out. Wearing a burlap sack on your head will not make you incognito.
Yeah, there's only one way to do that. You need a hat disguise or something. Because there is a spell that would work. Illusionist has it.
She laughs a little bit and says, "Oh, I'm quite well aware." And she puts the burlap thing over her head again, and the burlap hood basically completely disappears, and she looks like a different person.
You totally just retconned that.
No, actually, I didn't. I had it written down.
Bullshit.
Fair enough.
Your nervous laughter tells me everything.
I don't want to give these people a chance at me. If I know where Ramza is, they'll probably want to kidnap me at all costs to try and corrupt him or me, even to thinking about doing what they've done. Not that I think my brother can be corrupted in any way, especially if now that they're doing things with Lucavi.
All right.
But yeah, that's what happens, and you basically stay, I guess, for breakfast if you haven't eaten already, while your cart is being filled up with provisions, so to speak.
Okay.
And if there's nothing in Dortier that you need to buy or look for, you're free to just head back to New Home.
Maybe
Rushing right call to me.
I'll go and buy a chain shirt.
Oh,
No, that's already been done.
Yeah, you've already had that.
Like in the
Cause,
downtime.
because
Oh.
when your things were being chanted, Rob would be like, you could do better armor, and I would assume the two of you go to Free City, buy better armor for you, come back, and then he would start enchanting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't add that.
I just assume that's what happens during the downtime.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there wouldn't be much good to me enchanting, stuff that's weaker, and then you getting a better one. So better to do it all at once.
Okay.
All right,
You
and
get the most out of it that way.
as you are actually getting ready to leave, and you actually travel from Dortier to New Home, you don't come across any random encounters at all.
Cool.
Which
I
is
think
odd.
we're gonna have to.
Which is odd. You think you would have at least come across one on your way between there and then, but nothing happened.
I mean, it's pretty par for the course not to.
Also true. I also may have did it while I was doing all that downtime. So you return back to New Home, and with a new water fountain in tow, and there's researchers sitting outside doing many tests on the fountain as they see you guys come in, and Kamon is actually outside giving orders to people. He sees you guys come back. He sees you brought a fifth person with him, but he's like, okay, whatever. And he calls people to take all the provisions needed to where it needs to go. And I assume, Rava, you take the letter to Nemo.
Yep, it was given to me, so that's what I'll do.
Alright, I'll just assume that you're also in a tunnel while you're doing this.
Sorry, I'm on the other side of my room.
That's fine. And when you have given Nemo this letter, he opens it and he's like, okay, he's like, okay, that makes sense. He looks like he needs another crash course in Aquan, though. He's like, he asks you, he's like, anything else interesting happened while you were out?
We've been asked to escort a woman to a mountain to find her brother.
Alright, well, I don't really have anything for you, and Herrig's not here to tell you to do anything, so... Actually, I want to do something. I'm going to do this thing onto your character sheet for you. Come on, I want to see if you do something good enough. I'll
Okay.
also assume that this is one higher. What would be... No, I want to do that. Do you have any of that? Fucking bluff, that's what I want. Okay. 26, okay. So, as you're talking to him, Rava, apparently it looks like that Kamon that Nemo has no idea that Kamon is actually doing Herrig's job.
Okay.
Um, whatever he's been doing it very secretly and obviously keeping things like nothing has changed.
Sure. Oh, it just means he's doing a good job. That's fine.
Um, but yeah, so the next day, because it's getting sort of late in the day, and she want to head out early in the morning to reach Brevenia. Uh, she says not Brevenia to Germanus Peak. She says we'll stop at Zargadus Trade City, and then the next day we'll head out to go look at Germanus Peak.
All right, sounds good.
And
It is your request, so you are free to lead us as you wish.
all right, and I'm going to give Archibald and Rava roll me a D100.
I almost rolled a D199.
Welcome back, by the way, Core.
He is muted.
He is muted. If you were saying things, I did not hear anything. Just a second and nothing.
Nope.
Nope. So you didn't really miss much other than well, actually, you probably did miss a little bit. Uh, what was the last thing you were here for? So I can just refresh your memory and what's happening here.
Us name dropping. What's his face?
Ramza?
Ramza.
Nope.
Okay, well, we're looking for Ramza now.
Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you've been contracted by this woman, Alma, to go basically search for her brother as discreetly as possible. Uh, so you actually reach Zargadus Trade City with no random encounters. And actually, what is this place considered to be? You guys actually haven't really traveled through this area as much because it's on like the easternmost side, and you mostly stick to like the center and like the western and southern parts of it. This place is basically has a river flowing from uh, just a little bit east of where Zeltenia Castle is, and it goes basically straight down towards Lake Poskus, which some of you may or may not know is basically a frozen wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you go to Zargus with no problems at all, and I am. Let's see. Hold on a second. Actually going to
It's
leave.
about time.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually leave it off here because I was looking at it, the thing today, and I want to do some fine tuning to it. Not to make it hard or anything, just to make sure it goes through a little bit more smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
So next time you guys will be headed to Germanus Peak to search for for Ramza, where you don't know where he would be in this peak, but that's where she assumes that he is.